Hello children, I am Basav Datta of DM School Bhubaneswar. Today we are going to read the second chapter Wonderful Waste of Unit 1 Class 5 Marigold. Before starting that chapter, let me show you some beautiful objects I have brought with me. So let us see. This is a pen stand, and this pen stand is made up of which object? Yes, this is made up of a water bottle, a big water bottle. Isn't it nice? Really nice one? Here is a beautiful flower vase and made up of what? Sauce bottle, a little tomato sauce bottle. And what do you do with these sauce bottles? You throw the bottles away when the sauce is finished. Another flower vase, and this is made up of what? A big sauce bottle. A sauce bottle that again you throw this when the sauce is finished. But next time you will have to think again before throwing these away. You can make such nice things from waste bottles. And here comes a flower vase, and this flower vase you can make from waste leftover cement, and this can be used as a pot also. It's a beautiful decorative item you can keep at home. And here we can see what? A beautiful flower pot made from oil jar. And oil jars generally we throw and give to garbage wala, give to kabadi wala when the oil is finished. So next time you can make a beautiful flower pot from the empty oil jars and plant your favorite plants in these flower pots. And here comes a floor mat. Can you see this floor mat? And this is made up of the old clothes. Isn't it very nice? Pretty? And you can also make such floor mats at your home from old clothes. So now let us move to our chapter. The name of the chapter is Wonderful Waste, Unit 1. So what is waste? Waste is something that is not useful for us. We throw the waste in the dustbin or we throw here and there. We do not use the waste because they are of no use. But can waste be useful? The name of the chapter is Wonderful Waste. Interesting name, isn't it? Waste can be wonderful. How can waste be wonderful? How can they be useful? We can learn from this story. So let us move to the story. Here again I will show some beautiful things made from waste. So there is a set of 3 baskets, and these 3 baskets are made up of which thing, can you say? No, these are made up of waste newspapers. After reading these newspapers we throw them. So next time we will make such beautiful things from newspapers. Wow, a set of 3 beautiful pen stands hanging on the wall. These are pretty and quite colorful, aren't they? So they are made up of empty shampoo bottles. Next we will see another interesting thing. Yes, a wall hanging made up of CDs. And you know, these days CDs we are not using because there are advanced things available at our home. So CDs we are throwing here and there. We can make nice things like this, wall hangings and many other things from CDs. Wow, a set of two chairs and a table made of only bottle caps. The cold drink bottle caps can be used like this also. Wow. Isn't it nice to look at these beautiful four flower vases made from glass bottles? So you can beautifully decorate your study room, your drawing room with these colorful flower vases designed in a very nice manner, and you need not throw these glass bottles again. Next time you will have to think. Container garden, different type of garden. So this garden is made up of only big plastic bottles. Isn't it amazing? So next time you will again plan to make such a beautiful garden at your home. You can make on your roof using these big plastic bottles which you usually throw here and there, or which you usually throw in the dustbin. A set of 3 pen stands, quite easy to make. These look colorful, and these are made up of what? Yes, ice cream sticks. You have to do nothing. You just color these ice cream sticks with nice colors, and use some glue and make some beautiful photo frames. You can keep your photos, your family photos, your friends photos, and you can beautifully decorate your rooms. So these are some examples of how waste can be used very beautifully. But there are so many thousands of things that can be made out of waste. So now we will move to the story itself. Once the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. In the afternoon, before the dinner, the Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. So what happened? Maharaja of Travancore means the king of Travancore. Travancore is a place in Kerala. So the king of that place, Travancore, he arranged a big dinner. Grand dinner means a very big dinner in his palace. And in the afternoon, before the dinner began, he went into the kitchen to survey the dishes. To survey means what? To check, to see, to examine what dishes were being prepared for the feast. What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? He asked the cook, pointing to the basket of scraps near the cook. The cook replied, "They are waste. We will throw them away." So the king now asked the cook, "What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps?" The cook said, "Nothing. This is waste. We will throw them away." "You cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them," the Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. So, Maharaja, the king, was not willing to waste those scraps of vegetables. So he commanded, means he ordered the cook that you cannot waste those vegetable scraps. You have to use them. You must find a way to use that. So Maharaja ordered this and walked away. The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. Suddenly, an idea flashed across his mind. So the cook was in a fix. In a fix means the cook was in a troublesome position. He could not find what to do with those vegetable scraps. He just looked at the vegetable scraps, with big eyes. And suddenly an idea flashed across his mind. Flashed means suddenly an idea came entered into his mind. Suddenly a thought came into his mind, and so he took all the vegetable bits, washed them and cleaned them well. Then he cut them into long strips. So now that the idea came into his mind, what did he do? He took all the vegetables, washed them clearly, and then he cut them into long strips. He put them in a huge pot and placed it on the fire to cook. Next, he ground some fresh coconut, green chilies and garlic together. He added this paste and some salt to the cooking vegetables. So next, what did he do? He put those vegetables in a huge pot. Huge means a very big pot, and he placed it on the fire, and he ground some fresh coconut, garlic, green chilies, and added this paste to the cooking vegetables. A tempting smell started coming from the pot. A tempting smell. When you find some beautiful smell of some of your favorite food, so you tempt to eat that. So now a tempting smell, a nice smell started coming from the pot. Now he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. He also poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil and decorated the dish with curry leaves. So now he whipped some curd. Curd, as your mom whips curd at your home, he also whipped some curd and added to the curry. He also poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil to the curry, and finally, when the dish was ready, he decorated the dish with curry leaves. Lo and behold, the new dish was ready. Lo and behold, the new dish was ready. The cook served this new dish to the guests that evening. Lo and behold, what is the meaning? Look, what a surprise! The dish was ready, and the cook served this new dish to the guests, those who came to the dinner that evening. Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. The cook thought and thought. Then a new name came to his mind. He named it Oviel. So now the dish was so tasty. It was so tasty. Everybody in the dinner was wanting to know the name of the dish. And the cook himself did not know the name of the dish because it was entirely a new dish. So he kept thinking and thinking, and an idea came to his mind, and a name came to his mind, and he named it Oviel. Oviel became famous all over Kerala and is now one of the dishes in a traditional Kerala feast. And imagine, it all came from a basket of waste. So this new dish Oviel became famous all over Kerala. This new dish was so tasty, so delicious. It became famous all over the state gradually, and now it has become a traditional a part of the traditional Kerala feast. Traditional means something people are habituated with. Something is a part of people's life. So the avial became a part of traditional Kerala feast gradually. And you imagine, all these popular dish just came from a basket full of waste. So now, isn't waste amazing? Isn't the title amazing? Waste can be used. Yes, waste can be used in different ways, in beautiful ways. So now since we have read the chapter, now again we will revise the word meanings. First word, survey. Survey means to examine. To examine. The Maharaja went into the kitchen to survey the dishes. He went into the kitchen to examine what dishes were getting prepared there. Sternly. Sternly means in a serious manner. Maharaja commanded the cook sternly. So he ordered the cook in a serious manner to use those vegetable scraps. Scraps. What is the meaning of scraps? Small pieces. Scraps of vegetables means small pieces of vegetables. In a fix means the cook was in a fix when Maharaja ordered him. That means to be in a troublesome situation. The cook was in a troublesome situation. He was in a fix. Then flash across the mind. Suddenly think of. So an idea flashed across his mind means he suddenly thought of an idea. Lo and behold. Lo and behold means look, what a surprise. The new dish was ready from the scraps. So lo and behold means what a surprise. Traditional. Traditional Kerala feast. Traditional means habitually done or used. Traditional means habitually done or used by people. So now let us come to the question answer of the chapter. First question, what were the preparations in the palace for? There were preparations for a grand dinner in the palace. Next, why did the Maharaja go into the kitchen in the afternoon? The Maharaja went into the kitchen in the afternoon to see what were being prepared for the feast. Next question. What had the cook planned to do with the vegetable scraps? The cook had planned to throw away the vegetable scraps. The cook had planned to throw away the vegetable scraps. Next come to question 4. Ingredients are the things that are used to make a dish. Circle the ingredients of oil in the box below. So, we have already learnt in the chapter what are the ingredients of oil. First, chilies. Where chili is used for preparation of oil? Yes. So, we will circle it. Next, groundnut. No, groundnut was not used. Wood. No, wood was not used for preparation of oil. Vegetable scraps. Yes, vegetable scraps were the main ingredients of oil. Coconut. Yes, coconut was used in the preparation of oil. Roasted peanuts. No, roasted peanuts were not used in preparation of oil. Curd. Yes, curd was used. Pot. Yes, pot was used, but it is not an ingredient. It was used only for cooking oil, so it will not be the answer. Then curry leaves. Curry leaves. Yes, curry leaves were used in the preparation of oil. Basket. No. Broken bangles. No. Garlic. Yes, garlic was used in the preparation of oil. Next, come to question 5. State whether the following are true or false. Yes, this is true. Second question, No one had heard of or tasted avial before. This is true. Next, the cook had planned to make another dish using the vegetable scraps. No, the cook had not planned to make another dish. He had just planned to throw the vegetable scraps away. So this is false. Next, we come to the last question. The following sentences are not in order for preparing a veal. Number them in the correct order. So there are a few sentences and they describe how a veal is being prepared, and we already know that. So let us see how to arrange them in correct order. First is grind some coconut, green chilies and garlic. No, this is not the first step. Cut the vegetable scraps into long strips. No, this is also not the first step. Wash and clean the mix of vegetable bits. Yes, this is the first step. So we will label this 1. Wash and clean the mix of vegetable bits. Next, what did the cook do? He cut the vegetable scraps into long strips after cleaning the vegetable bits. So here comes number 2. Cut the vegetable scraps into long strips. Next, what did the cook do? Grind some coconut, green chilies and garlic. So this should be the third step. Next, decorate with curry leaves. No, this is not the fourth step. This should be the last step. Whip some curd and mix it in. Yes, this should be the next step, fourth step. And next comes pour some coconut oil on top. Yes, this is the next step. Pour some coconut oil on top. And obviously the last step is decorate with curry leaves. So children, today we learn a beautiful story, Wonderful Waste. So the story was about how waste can be used. So waste can also be wonderful. I showed you many objects made from waste, and also I showed images of beautiful things made out of waste. And let us recapitulate the story again. The story was about a king and a cook, and how the cook made something wonderful out of waste. So what was the story? Once the king arranged a big grand dinner in his palace, and before the starting of the dinner, he went into his kitchen to see what was getting cooked for the dinner, and he found some vegetable scraps lying in the basket, and he asked the cook, what is being done with these vegetable scraps? And the cook said, nothing, this is waste, so I will throw this away. And the king said, no, you should not throw these vegetable scraps, you must find a way to use these vegetable scraps. And the cook was in a fix. The cook was in a very troublesome position, what to do with those vegetable scraps. So he kept thinking and thinking. An idea came into his mind suddenly. He took those vegetable scraps, washed them well, cut into small long strips, and then put them in a huge pot. He cooked those vegetables for some time. Then he added a paste of coconut, green chilies, garlic, and then some tempting smell came out of it. And then what did the cook do? Cook added some whipped curd, and then some few spoonfuls of coconut oil, and then he finally, when the dish was ready, he decorated it with curry leaves. And in the evening the guests came, and the cook served the guests with that new dish, and all the guests were very happy because the dish was so tasty, and they were wanting to know the name of the dish. And the cook was not himself, he did not know the name of the dish. And what did he do? He kept thinking, and suddenly a name came to his mind, and he named it ovial. And ovial became so popular that in Kerala gradually people started using it, cooking that dish in all the fish, and it became a traditional feast in Kerala. So children, you saw that how some waste was going to be thrown away, and it was utilized in a wonderful manner, and it became so popular in a state. So we should not always throw the waste in the dustbin. When we are free, we can make some crafts, we can make some useful things out of waste, we can decorate our house, and we feel good also that something is getting used instead of being thrown away. So, before throwing waste, you people must always think of if anything nice can be done out of that or not. So, isn't it good? Thank you, children.